Kwakwadah Shalom to the 144,000. And the rest of the elect out there, Shalom to you all. We got receipts. Bishop Nate said there will not be a time of Jacob trouble, pursuant to Daniel 12:1, and also Jeremiah 30:7, where it actually says a time of Jacob's trouble. In Matthew 24, our Lord and Savior, the Son of the Most High God, the Father, spoke about the troublous times, and he was referring to Daniel 12 and also Jeremiah 30:7. So, like I said, Nate said there's not going to be a time of Jacob's trouble, and then some years later, he reversed himself and said, "If you listen to me closely, oh morons, I did say that there was going to be a time of Jacob's trouble, but it wasn't going to happen. Nothing was happening back then." This interview took place maybe 10 years ago. It says 8 years ago on this video that I got. The video, the Israelites, IUIC, Blazes, Ian Boyne, Religious Hard Talk, which this is the individual. Let me see something. Okay, where am I? Right here. Let me do this. Show you the gentleman. He had passed. He's kind of up in age. Here he goes right there. Ian Boyd. And he was the one that says, "It got to be what about the time of Jacob's trouble." You'll hear it in the video. So this is where Nate actually says there's not going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. We're going to la-di-da, just go into the kingdom. Then he reversed himself. So here's the receipts. So I'm just going to let it play. So listen up.
Listen, 21 verse 10.
Yes.
And he carried me away in the spirit to a great city. I'm sorry, read again. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me the great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God, having the glory of God, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12...
So Israel will have a prominent place.
That's right.
In
Watch
the kingdom.
This. Watch this.
And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children
Let me
of
get to the
Israel.
prophecy matter.
Yes, go ahead.
We, Deuteronomy 28 showed that we would have gone through slavery.
Yes.
We would have gone through oppression. What is next to happen to us? Liberation through Christ, or will there be something else, another form of slavery that we will go through, another tribulation that we'll go through before Christ established the kingdom? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand. What's going to happen?
Will there be, yes.
What is going to happen before Christ makes
Returns.
his second coming?
Is there going to be another
There's
persecution?
going to be war between the nations.
Yes.
Okay? The European Union will crumble. Okay? They will despise and fight against Babylon the Great, which is the United States of America. And it will burn America with fire.
So Europe is going to go to war with
America.
Yes. Yeah. But in terms of us black people now, will we go through another kind of slavery, another the tribulation that slavery was representative of?
Give me Noah, Matthew 24. You know what I want? So
In other words, what will happen to us immediately before Christ returns?
I'm going to show
As a people, as a race.
As a race.
Yes.
You know what I want, I
Give me that quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Matthew 24. Come on.
Yeah.
As it was.
Yeah.
You got it for me?
Yes, verse 38. Matthew 24, verse 38.
So to 37.
37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
So that's going to be the outcome. We're going to be carrying along like la-di-da, like you're doing now.
So everything going all right.
That's
You
right.
know,
War will be going
carnival,
on.
excitement, and so on.
Then war will pop off.
So we
missiles
as a
will
people,
come.
we as a people will not go through an ethnic kind of a persecution.
No, not
That
at all.
won't happen.
Nope.
So
nope.
how do you explain Daniel 12?
Ah,
Daniel
very good.
12 and verse 1
Yes,
says,
yes. Daniel 12.
there's
give
a
me that.
time to come at that time.
No.
An ethnic kind of a persecution.
No, not
That
at all.
won't happen.
Nope.
So
nope.
how do you explain Daniel 12? Persecution, go through excitement, and so on.
Then war will pop off.
So we
missiles
as a
will
people,
come.
will not go through an ethnic kind of a persecution.
No, not
That
at all.
won't happen.
Nope.
So
nope.
how do you explain Daniel 12?
He said it 5 times. Nope, 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 nope. Said it 5 times, 4 or 5 times. Nope, 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 nope. What happened to, if you listen to me closely, Mark, we're listening. We're listening.
Daniel
good.
12 and verse 1 says,
Yes. Daniel 12.
there's
give
a
me that.
time to come at that time.
Uh-huh.
Shall arise Michael, the great prince who has charge of your people. This is talking about the Hebrews. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never has been since there was that nation of Israel till that time. But at that time your people shall be delivered, everyone whose name shall be written.
Yes.
This prophesies that Israel is going to go through something,
I'm listening.
a time of trouble such as never was. That means it is supposed to exceed, if we are the Israel, this should exceed slavery. This should exceed any horrors that we had gone through in our history. This is supposed to happen to whoever are the true Israelite people just before the return of Christ. To the point that the archangel Michael will have to stand up for that people.
I'm sorry. I had the mic off. Yeah, this guy didn't he didn't correct this guy for saying Christ this and Christ that, because Nate wasn't teaching that back then.
Called the true Hebrews. Yes. And you just said that what we are looking for is not something that will eclipse transatlantic slavery, but a liberation through Christ.
That's right. I'm going to explain it.
But the true Israelites
Which
will
is us.
experience another Holocaust.
No, I'm going to explain it to you. Revelation
Explain
11:11.
Daniel 12:1.
I'm going to explain it. Well, I'm going to explain it with a precept that says the same thing.
Well,
come
explain
on.
that.
Revelation 11, read quickly.
If we are the true Israelites, then something else according to prophecy is supposed to happen to us on a scale that will surpass what happened in slavery.
Just watch.
All right.
Come on.
The book of Revelation, chapter 11
So you
and
get
verse
out of
11.
this one now.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them.
That's us waking up again. This is what you see here. The spirit of life
right,
in
two
God.
witnesses.
Waking up. This is, two witnesses of the two kingdoms. Come on.
Yeah.
And they stood upon their feet.
That's what you see now.
Yeah.
And great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Right, because Israel's going to come back together, Judah and Israel. Come on.
And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither.
This is what you call the rapture. Come up hither. Watch this.
And
You
they
believe in all the
ascended,
rapture,
Go ahead. Read it again.
and they
still have some white
ascended
man doctrine
up
they
to
do.
heaven in a
They
cloud.
ascended up to heaven in a cloud, which is a chariot. Here it comes.
Yeah.
And their enemies beheld
Our
them.
enemy's going to see us. Who's the enemies? The white man. Watch this.
Verse 13.
But you missed it.
Come on.
Daniel
wait,
12.
Come on.
And the same hour
And the same hour, meaning the same time that we're taken up,
Yeah.
was there a great earthquake,
meaning destruction.
and
Right?
the 10th part of the city fell.
Meaning the 10th part of the city is going to be destroyed. This is the great thing that Daniel's talking about, which shall never been since the world began.
No,
Thermal,
this is
nuclear
saying Israel.
destruction.
This is saying the people of Israel.
Uh-huh.
The people of Israel are going to experience a time of horror and a time of persecution and a time.
Where did you see persecution?
That's what it means.
What
And
does
there
it-
shall listen. There shall be a time of
Trouble.
trouble
Uh-huh.
for that people, not just
Read this,
generally.
read it,
Listen,
read it,
man.
read it.
There shall be a time of trouble, such as
As
never
never
has
was.
been since there was a nation
Uh-huh.
till that time. But at that time, your people shall be delivered. What
Yes,
it means is the
destruction.
people of Israel had gone through.
See, he's smiling because he knows this guy got him. Now, he should have went to Jeremiah 30 and 6. Let's go to these two precepts here. I don't got to play no more. Okay, Jeremiah. Okay, at last, for that day is great, so that it is none like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Daniel. Even Chat makes a reference to Daniel 12. When you go to Chat and ask about the time of Jacob's trouble, 12, right? That's 21. How they get 21? I'm sorry. Daniel 12. You're going to read it in the King James, and then we'll read in a couple other versions. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So the trouble is going to be, like I say, Daniel's Jacob's trouble is also Esau's trouble. There's also the world's trouble, because a lot of Edomites are going to be suffering, right? Jake is going to be suffering, right? The time of Jacob's trouble is also the time of Esau's trouble and the world's trouble. And at that time shall Michael stand up. He has to stand up because we're in the midst of trouble. The great prince which standeth for the children of thy people Israel, and there shall be a time of trouble. And at that time, thy people are going to be delivered, because they're going to be delivered from said trouble. Talking lawyer talk, from said trouble. And at that time shall Michael stand up. You're going to rise up for who? For the Israelites, his people. His people, right? And he's going to come at that time of trouble. He's going to deliver them because they're in the midst of trouble. So he's going to have to deliver them from that trouble, lest there be no flesh to save. Where else was I going to go? There's another precept I was thinking. There was a couple of precepts in my head. Oh, I did say this. Let me do this. NLT. That trouble is 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16. And at that time, Michael, the archangel, who stands guard over your nation, the Israelites, will rise. Then there will be a time of anguish. For who? For Jake, for Esau. Because Esau is catching it. There, I can't shop, I can't live. I got to work 3 jobs, and my wife works 2 jobs, and we still can't make ends meet. So Esau is bitching now. They're feeling like what it feels like to be Jake. So we're in that trouble. We're in the time of Jacob's trouble. How deep are we in it? Are we in? It depends. Let's see how deep it goes. Let's see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Then since nation first came into existence, but at that time, every one of your people whose name is written in the book, will be rescued. What the act of rescue is what? When somebody's getting ready to die, when somebody's falling off a bridge, when somebody's about to shoot you and you jump and you push them out the way, or a train comes, you push them out the way, you rescued him. You're in a burning fire, the fireman gets on a ladder, he takes you, or tells you to jump on that that big pillow, whatever you want to call it. That's why the Archangel Michael has to stand up, because we're going to be in the midst of that trouble. And there's going to be trouble for everybody. Esau, the other nation, they're going to be caught up in it. But we're really going to be caught in it more so. It's happening now. The last video I did earlier, I showed a video that the up and coming elder out in New York, he put up a short 2-minute video how they raided a whole building. I think it was like 100 unit building, and they pulled out little kids. It was like 2, 3 in the morning. Here you are, sound asleep, and they busting in doors, and they're putting those plastic handcuffs on these kids. They half naked. They got women out there talking about we going for some gang leaders. And all you got to do is watch them come out. There goes Joe, get him. There goes Bill, get him. So this is bullshit. We're in the time of Jacob's trouble. Somebody should go and tell Nate that we're in the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, I wanted to go to another precept. There was a precept in my head. But I did make my point. I was thinking of another precept, a basic precept. There's a couple of precepts in my head that we're going to be delivered. And you can also go to, like I said, go back to, matter of fact, let me do that. But anyway, we got the receipt. This guy said, oh, I never said that. No, you did say. He said it 5 times. Not going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. You said no. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, because they're going to be caught up in this trouble. But he shall be saved out of it, out of the trouble. So you're in the midst of that trouble. Remember, they're going to chop some of our heads off if we don't accept that chip. Let's come on back. Where we at? Okay, here we go.
Various captivities. They had gone through the destruction. They had gone through captivity by the Assyrians, by the Babylonians, and so on. This is prophesied that in the...
Look at how they're looking at this guy like he wants to bite him.
What it means is the people of Israel had gone through various captivities. They had gone through the destruction. They had gone through captivity by the Assyrians, by the Babylonians, and so on. This is prophesied that in the last days they are going to go through something that would surpass that.
Mr. Boyne.
You don't have that. If we are the people, you don't have that in your prophetic eschatology.
Leave Bible interpretation to us. You don't have it.
Leave Bible interpretation to us, because you don't have it. Here he's saying it next to a guy with a high and tight. Here he's teaching, and back then, 8, 10, 11, 12 years ago, he wasn't teaching about an eternal hell. If I leave the teaching unto you, I'm going to be confused. Let's go ahead and listen to some more.
when you read 2 Peter 3, it talks about the great fire that shall destroy everything. That's what this is talking about.
It's not talking about everything. No, this is talking about something specific to the nation of Israel.
When you read Psalms 91, I got more precepts for you. Psalms 91, it says 1,000 shall fall at one side and 10,000 at your.
He doesn't understand. That's talk. The time when Michael comes to deliver, that's when the fire comes in America. Babylon is burned. But before that, there's going to be a lead up. Isaiah, what is that? Isaiah 32:9. Woe to you, women that are at ease. They're going to catch hell. 7 women shall take hold of one man. When you go to Google or you go to when you go to the chat, matter of fact, I'll go to that, and I did a video on it. He said, oh, 7 women shall take hold of one man. It's going to happen in the kingdom. No, it's not. It's going to happen on this side. And it's going to continue in the kingdom. We're going to have many women on this side, and we're going to have many women in the kingdom. Thousands of women in the kingdom. Let me go ask chat. Give me a second here. Isaiah 4, verse 1, meaning now watch what chat says. I want to go right to the point because I did this video before on this subject. Chapter 3 describes the judgment on Judah and Jerusalem due to their pride, injustice, and idolatry. In that judgment, the men are killed or taken in battle, leaving a shortage of eligible men. Isaiah 4:1 continues that thought, showing the aftermath. Women left without husbands. 7 women shall take hold of one man. Now you got these women starting to say, well, I'm ready to deal with a man now. I'm ready to share a man. You got women, you got a couple of sites where you got these nurses and they catching hell. You got nurses that move from New York to California or whatever. The top money is in New York, in the New York area in California, right? They're saying you can make, as a nurse, you can make $100,000 and still, like in California, the rents might be $4,000 or $5,000 a month to rent. You can make $100,000, $100,000+, $100 an hour, and you still catching hell. You got people with good nurses that make good money. I'm talking about RNs, not LPNs, not nurse assistants. I'm talking about RNs, registered nurses. They're damn near like doctors, and they make over $100,000. An experienced nurse can make $150,000, and they still be homeless, man. In certain parts in California, it says 7 symbolizes completeness, not a literal number, but represents many women. They are so desperate for a husband, protection, social status that many are willing to share one man. So that's going to happen on this side. So let's come on back.
Your right hand.
And neither shall none come nigh to you.
That's what Revelation 11 is talking about.
This is saying the time of trouble is going to come.
That's the time of trouble.
And the people are going to be aided by the Archangel Michael.
Yes, we just read that in Revelation 11. Come up hither. Matthew 24, Christ says he sends forth his angels to gather my elect from
He said a time of trouble. A time, let's look that up. A time of trouble. I see why Mr. Boyd got frustrated, man. Jacob's trouble is not going to, when the missiles hit, oh, that's Jacob's trouble. No. Let me see. Let me go to the word of time. A time of trouble. A time of trouble. Let's look up the word time. In the Hebrew, the water to the brother that sent me this. I'm gonna give you his show you his he left a in the comment section. Right on time, baby. You're gonna get a reward for that one, for sure. I'm sorry. That at that time, let's look up the word time in the Hebrew. Okay, the word there is eighth. Let's see how this guy says it.
Strong's H 6256. Eighth.
You say eighth. Time of an event, time usual, experience, fortunes, occurrence, occasion, season. Like in the Greek, the word there for world, the end of the world, Matthew 24:3 on down. In the end of the world, the word there is eon, which means a certain time, a segment of time. You know, the Roman Empire its eon is 150 years. Jake took it over, 96 A.D. So you can understand. So it's talking about a time. We're in the time of Jacob. It's going to get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper.
Crisis that will face black people.
Yes, you got something. Come on.
But war and
Watch
destruction will be
this.
facing everybody, not the nation as a whole.
Matthew 24,
Daniel 12:1.
Watch this.
Matthew 24, verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the...
Thank you. Immediately after those tribulation of those days. So there was before the destruction comes, the tribulation has to occur before the tribulation. And how long does the tribulation last? It can last for a couple of days, a couple of months, a year. There's going to be a time, and we're already in. We can see it now because it's already happening. What did Trump, Nero 47 say? He said, "This is good. The military can work." How did he say it? Work on the ground and declare war on it, something like that, to the people in America to be ready for other wars, meaning you can kill people. That's what they're saying. When they got them troops out there, they're arming them. They say, kill these motherfuckers.
Sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens...
That's going to end the time of Jacob's trouble. Before that is the time of Jacob's trouble. It's going to happen for a certain segment of time.
Shall be shaken, and then shall appear the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven.
And what are they going to come out of? They're going to come out of Jacob's trouble. It's going to be a time where the Lord ain't never going to come us back. You got the prophets getting their head chopped off, and some people are going to be talking shit. Oh, Tahar got his head chopped off, or Gabar got his head chopped off. We told you it wasn't the prophets. Well, wait a minute. You didn't read Revelation 20 verse 4. Everything that we hear at GMS said is coming to pass now. Coming to pass. And the scripture just came back to my head. I think. Revelation 11. Oh, no. Revelation 7. Let me go to Revelation 7. After this I beheld and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues. Those the Israelites scattered throughout the world stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. That's how you know they're Israelites. They're going to be clean and white. And Yahweh, that's when the crowns is given out. And cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our Lord, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. Right, it says salvation to our God, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto our Lamb, Yahweh Shai. And all the angels stood before the throne and about the I'm sorry. Let me do this. Let me do it this way. Okay, I'm sorry. 13th verse. Starting at the 9th verse. And one of the elders or angels answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? Talking about these people, which are Israelites. And you know that they're Israelites because they're dressed in white and they're glorified, right? And I said unto them, John said unto them, Sir, or to the angel, thou knowest. And he said to me, these are they which came out of what? Great tribulation. In other words, the time of Jacob's trouble. They're going to be catching hell. And then they're going to be delivered out of that. And have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb.
In great glory.
Run out of time. But we have given you the opportunity to expose your views, obnoxious to many. But I think in a free democratic society, we have to give people the...
So he called this guy obnoxious. Obnoxious. Obnoxious, meaning he called him obnoxious. Give me the meeting, man. Extremely unpleasant. So he said this guy Nate is extremely unpleasant. Anyway, shalom, on to the next. Shalom.